Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're sharing a profound story that touches on a tradition many of us hold dear, honoring our ancestors. This is story number 14, titled, The Dead Cannot Eat. Back in 1940, a man named Mr. Lei Fat Kuin went to the ancestral temple to hear the master, Huin Jiao Chu, preach. After a detailed lecture on Buddhist teachings, the topic shifted to offerings and sacrifices. The master turned directly to Mr. Kuin and asked, "Mr. Village Chief, when you are healthy, how many bowls of rice can you eat in a meal?" Mr. Kuin, a bit surprised but respectful, quickly replied, "Master, when I'm healthy and strong, I can eat 5 to 7 bowls." The master nodded and asked again, "And what about when you are sick? How many bowls then?" "Well, master," Mr. Kuin said, "when I'm sick, even 1 or 2 bowls feels like too much." Then came the crucial question. The master leaned in and asked, "And when you are dead, how many bowls can you eat?" The question hung in the air. Mr. Kuin was stunned into silence. He didn't know what to say, sensing there was a deeper lesson here. The master gently prodded, "I'm asking you seriously." He repeated the question one more time. Feeling a bit embarrassed, Mr. Kuin finally had to answer. "Master, when one is dead, how can one eat at all?" "Exactly, sir," the master said softly. "When we are dead, we cannot eat. The reason descendants make offerings is to remember the immense grace of their parents who gave them life and raised them. It's a way to mark the day of their passing, to treat the deceased as if they were still living. However, if we resort to slaughtering countless chickens and ducks for these offerings, the souls of the dead may struggle to find liberation." After this powerful exchange, the master went inside for a moment. The disciples in the room began discussing the matter, but couldn't come to a clear understanding. When the master returned, one of them stood up and asked, "Master, could you please instruct us on how we should properly make offerings on Memorial Days?" The master's reply was simple yet profound. "Offer little and you will have little sin. Offer much and you will have much sin." A quick-witted disciple then chimed in, "So, master, is it all right if we don't offer anything at all?" The master's tone became firm. "Not making any offering at all leads to hell." His words were decisive. He then recited a poem on filial piety to clarify his teaching, advising everyone to offer vegetarian food instead. The poem went like this: "Offerings and sacrifices, an ancient custom true, but killing cows and pigs the ignorant pursue. To feed the dead a concept hard to see, while neglecting the living, how strange can it be? Let grandchildren repay with Buddhist grace, when parents pass, let vegetarian rites take place. Pure and clean this human meaning shines, the soul liberated lightly flies and climbs." This story, recounted by Mr. Nguyen Van Thuong, carries a powerful commentary. Just as trees have roots and water has a source, we as humans have parents and ancestors. We owe them a debt of gratitude that is deep and heavy. To repay this, we care for them when they are alive and honor them with offerings when they are gone. This is a time-honored tradition. However, many people mistakenly believe that these offerings are for their ancestors to literally eat, just as they did when they were alive. They forget that our physical bodies are made of the 4 elements: earth, water, fire, and air, and upon death, they must return to these elements. How can a physical body that no longer exists consume food? The soul, which has no physical form, follows a path determined by its karma, its good and bad deeds. It cannot eat like a living person. Yet people continue to harm living beings to make these offerings, unknowingly causing the deceased to bear the karmic consequences of this killing. This is the meaning behind the master's words. Offer little, little sin means that by offering less meat, we kill fewer animals. Offer much, much sin means that large, lavish feasts require a great deal of killing, creating more negative karma. And to not offer at all? That is to forget one's roots, a sin heavier than any other. The master's 8-verse poem was a wake-up call, designed to shatter these misconceptions and show a better way to fulfill our filial duties. The true way to honor our parents and ancestors is to offer vegetarian food. This way, we avoid creating negative karma from killing. while still fulfilling our duty of remembrance and gratitude. Let me share another story that illustrates this point perfectly. A long time ago, there was a village elder who was known for his good deeds and his strong belief in the law of cause and effect. When he became gravely ill and knew his time was near, he called his children to his bedside. He instructed them, "When I die, you must remember to offer only vegetarian food for me. From the funeral through all the weekly ceremonies and memorial days, do not offer any meat." After he passed away, his children honored his wishes and made only vegetarian offerings. But as the 49th day ceremony approached, they started to have second thoughts. They discussed amongst themselves, "Our father wasn't a lifelong vegetarian when he was alive. If we keep offering him only vegetarian food, how can he enjoy it? Besides, when we invite our friends and relatives over, they might think we're being stingy, not even willing to offer meat and fish for our own father." So they decided that for the 49th day ceremony, they would slaughter a pig, chickens, and ducks to prepare a grand feast. They thought this would be a better way to honor their father and entertain their guests. On the day of the ceremony, as everyone was eating and drinking, something strange happened. A young boy, about 10 years old, led a buffalo to the front door of the house. Suddenly, the buffalo collapsed and died right there. The boy immediately grabbed a handful of grass, stuffed it into the dead buffalo's mouth, and repeatedly said, "Eat, buffalo, eat." The guests were bewildered by this bizarre scene. One of them said, "This child must be crazy. The buffalo is dead, yet he keeps trying to feed it grass. How can a dead animal eat?" The boy looked up at the crowd and replied with a wisdom far beyond his years, "My buffalo just died and its body is still warm. You say I'm crazy for trying to feed it, but your father has been dead for 49 days and you are still trying to feed him a feast of meat. Who is crazier here?" The elder's son, shocked and angered, stepped forward. "Who are you and where are you from? How dare you call us crazy?" The boy's form flickered and his voice changed. "I am your father, the elder. You disobeyed my final wishes and killed living beings for this offering, causing me to suffer for your actions. I have appeared in this form to let you know that you are unfilial children. This is not how you repay my love." And with those words, both the boy and the dead buffalo vanished. The elder's children were left in stunned silence, overcome with regret. From that day on, they repented for their actions and committed to following the true path of filial piety. These stories remind us that true respect and love for our ancestors isn't measured by the lavishness of our offerings, but by the purity of our intentions and the compassion in our actions. By choosing vegetarian offerings, we not only honor their memory, but also help their souls on their spiritual journey, free from the burden of negative karma. Thank you for listening today. I hope this story has given you some food for thought. If you found this message meaningful, please like this video, share it with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more enlightening stories. See you in the next video.